Hey now everybody, what is going on? Uh, for those of you who caught my little short on the Star Wars Arrival, I hope you enjoyed it, by the way. It was a lot of fun to make. It actually took a little bit to get the lifted up, like the intro crawl of the Star Wars. I was trying to do something creative and unique there, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. My bad for being away for a while, guys. I was planning on doing some videos, which I'm still in the process of making. Somebody requested me do a top 10 video of the best epics, which, by the way, I don't really know because I haven't read all the books yet. You know, I mean, I could definitely recommend a couple series, like the Doctor Strange series, right off the bat. You know, volume 3, 4 were really great. 5, anything with the Doctor Strange. The Defenders over here were like so awesome. I just loved reading the Defenders. Of course, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Avengers. Currently reading Avengers West Coast. Phenomenal stuff. X-Men. You know, but I mean, I haven't read Wolverine. I only read volume 1 of Wolverine, which, by the way, actually was pretty good. The Madripoor Knights. I would definitely recommend reading that one. I mean, Claremont in early Wolverine actually is really, really good. But you know, I wanna read Punisher. I want to read Venom. There's so many books I want to read. So for someone to ask what are the top 10 books, I don't know. I don't know if I could give you guys the right ones now, because I've only read 121 epics. 121 out of what, 292. So I still have like 100. Literally have 100 and wait, what? 170, right? 292 minus 122 is what? Like 270, right? No, 170. Wow, guys. Okay. Something like that. I don't know. You do the math, right? Wait. 1, 7, 0. Okay. So 170. Okay. That was weird, right? I know. Sorry, guys. It's very hard to like do math in my head while trying to present to you. So 170 more books I have to read. Out of 292, I'm up to 122, which, by the way, I'm reading. I finished Vision Quest. I finished Tales to Astonish. I'm already up to volume 5 of Avengers West Coast. I'm reading the Darker Than Scarlet, which is really good. I just finished issue 62. Scarlet Witch, you know, lost her mind. It turned out her kids were figments of her imagination. It turned out Immortus was fucking with her and manipulating her, and Vision and Magneto showed up. And then it was, you know, they did the Acts of Vengeance storyline where Loki's using Kingpin, Red Skull, Magneto, Wizard, Mandarin, Doctor Doom, you know, all these guys to fight the Avengers and stuff. It was pretty good. I liked it, but I read it before in the Avengers volume. One of the volumes, 18, 19, or 20. No, it was 19, volume 19, which was called Acts of Vengeance. So now I'm right now in the middle of volume 5, Darker Than Scarlet. I should be done with that tomorrow. And by Thursday, I'll start volume 6, California Screaming. So I'm trying to get through everything, guys. I'm trying to get through a lot of these epics. I mean, right now, as I speak to you right now, I have 292 epics, and I've only read 122. I'm reading my 122nd. So like I said, that's still 170 more books to read. So I think it was Nathan, my guy. I think that was you who asked that. And if I'm wrong, maybe somebody else asked. I just don't know if I could do a video right now about the top 10 books when I still have so much to read, because I don't want to short shrift you guys. For all I know, the Conan books might be very good. The Star Wars books, which I'm going to get to right now, you know, so I don't know. But I do want to do like a redo of the epics that I'm excited for coming out this year. I just want to get some pictures going so I can, you know, make it more flashy and cool, some sound effects. I want to do like what epic collections should be out in epic form, like what titles should be epics but are not, which was actually inspired by Michael K. Vaughan, if he's watching. Hey now, he already put out a video of that, and I thought, you know what, I think I could also come up with my own list. I'll tell you guys right now, I agree with him about Marvel Team Up, Spectacular Spider-Man. Those should definitely be given epics. But I think Inhumans, He said Alpha Flight, so I agree with him too. Alpha Flight should have an epic. Inhumans, I think. I wrote it all down too on my phone. Cable should have one. Captain Marvel, Cloak and Dagger, Dazzler. So many. I literally have 14 titles, guys. 14 that I think should be epics. Some that I agree with Michael. Some of my own that nobody's brought up at all. And I think you guys will agree with me. And I think you guys will like what I have planned. But it's so much, guys. There's so much planning in my head, what I want to talk about, to actually get the pictures, the texts. It's a lot of work, guys. So please sit tight. I promise I'll try to do my best to give you better content as I move along in this epic journey. I'm doing that journey of reading as many books as I possibly can. I hear there's like 500 books. There's a contest to read 500 books, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Trying 292 or 300. I'm 8 books away from 300. Maybe I'll do that. Okay. So anyway, guys, like I showed you in my short, I got the Star Wars Volume 1. Oh yeah, it doesn't have a subtitle, so it's just the original. The original Marvel Years Volume 1. All the Star Wars that I have here are just original Marvel Years, and then it's volumes 1 to 6. No subtitles. There's not even any credits of the artists or writers. But in this one, the first volume, Volume 1, it goes from 1977 to 1979. It collects Star Wars number 1 to 23, and also material from Pizzazz 1 to 16, which was a magazine back in the 70s. And it had little, a couple adventure tales of Star Wars. I wasn't around back then. I wasn't born until like 1980, so I don't know what Pizzazz magazine was. But I think they featured some stories of Star Wars in them. So it has that, and Star Wars Weekly number 60 from the UK. So I guess the Brits got in on the Star Wars action. But that's it right there, guys. Pretty cool. I don't know. I should do like how everybody does, like have the phone turned. But I don't know. This doesn't do it justice. But I'm really excited. I saw that Chris Claremont is one of the writers on this, and it adapts the movies. You know, some stuff here. Yeah, Han Solo, 3CPO, R2D2. They're all in it. Leia. Let's see. Hold on a second, guys. I'm just looking through the table of contents here. We have Roy Thomas. As I mentioned before, Roy Thomas was the guy who convinced Stan Lee to okay and greenlight this adaptation. So he was the guy who was like, we should really get in on this because this might blow up and be pretty good for us. And it did. So good on you, Roy Thomas. Roy Thomas, Archie Goodwin, with Howard Chaykin, Don Glutt, and Chris Claremont are the writers. And then we have Howard Chaykin doing the art, Carmine Infantino, Walter Simonson, guys. Herb Trimpe, Alan Kupperberg, Tom Palmer, Tony DeZuniga, and Dave Cockrum. Look at that. Cockrum and Claremont. So while they were doing Uncanny X-Men, they did Star Wars. And then we have also the inkers, Howard Chaykin. Wow, Howard Chaykin wrote, penciled, and inked. So he did all that. Yeah. So, I mean, like, the familiar crew of Marvel did Star Wars. But it's really cool. So now there's not really filling in the gaps because I have the Star Wars books stacked on each other. If you look at my, on the communities tab, I took a picture of all 6 Star Wars original Marvel years. But it's really good. Here, I'll show it to you guys. Hold on. I don't want anything to drop here. All right, hold on one second, guys. So here we go. Sure you guys want to see that. You love to see it, right? There we go. Oh, so that's that right there, guys. Oh, hold on a second. Right there. That's my stack of Marvel, the original Marvel years 1 to 6. And eventually I'll put them on the shelves. I ran out of shelf space, so I'm gonna have to buy some more. Go on Amazon and buy some more of those those shelves that I have here. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Completed Star Wars. So licensed property, we talked about that in the last video. I got all 6 Conans, all 6 Star Wars, only the original Marvel years. That's all I'm going to do, guys, as far as Conan and Star Wars goes. Oh yeah, and I even wanted to do a video about the Planet of the Apes epic, guys, which I find very interesting because technically, and I want to go more into it in a separate video, but technically, the Planet of the Apes epic collection wasn't really even Marvel. Technically, it was from their reprints of reprinted material from another source. Basically, the epics are reprinting Adventures on Planet of the Apes, which was a reprint magazine of stories from a Planet of the Apes magazine, which I don't even think Marvel owned the rights to. They might have. I don't know. But I tried to research it, and there was no mention of a Marvel magazine. It was just a magazine, and it was a Planet of the Apes adaptation. And then Marvel adapted that in the 70s, 1975, 76, in Marvel Comics as Adventures on the Planet of the Apes. But those are reprints. You see? You guys get what I'm saying? I'll probably get more into it when I figure out and do a little bit more research, because I gotta tell you guys, I'm not really that keen on getting Planet of the Apes then. Why would we get an epic collection of reprints reprinted from a source that's not really technically Marvel, but an adaptation of some other property that Marvel later adapted and gobbled up? I don't know. It's just like I said, I'm going to stick with Conan and Star Wars as far as licensed property and just ignore Planet of the Apes. And we'll leave it at that, guys. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you all. Peace and love. Please like, subscribe, comment, or don't. Whatever you guys decide is fine with me. But I will come back soon with some more videos, and we'll have some fun, guys. Leave some comments and let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll try to get to it as quickly as possible. All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.